Picture a 5-year-old kid with an open wound in her inner lip here and the lip. And my mom, that was me, and my mom used to tell me, "Aber, open your mouth so that I can put this on you and it will get better." And what it was a little tissue, a piece of tissue with powdered aspirin, and she would just go like this and toink, and it really stunk. It was not nice at all. Ouch. No, it did not help. What helped the most was the care of my mom and maybe the placebo effect that you as a little kid, you're like, yeah, I want to get better, it hurts to eat and everything. So then later as an adult, I went on and got my first Brazilian, and it was not very nice either. Because then later on I experienced this little pimple on my genital area. I would never know if it actually came from the Brazilian. Actually don't know that detail yet. Doesn't really matter where it came from. At this point, if you are suffering from the painful symptoms, all you want to do is get better, heal completely, and stop taking those pills that we get every month, right, for the symptoms that are sometimes pricey, and sometimes you need a prescription and all. Nothing wrong with those. They are very helpful in an instance where you are desperate and you just want to get rid of the symptoms, but that's putting a band-aid on the actual huge problem we have here. And by the way, I gave a little ointment solution in the last article I wrote for in case you are suffering from the sores. This ointment that you can make at home will help you relieve the symptoms and also avoid you from scarring, most importantly. I hope that this video is gonna give you some hope for your own healing. It is important to notice that this video is not in place of actual medical advice. Everybody's situation is different, and I'm just here sharing about what happened to me and what I can help with. If you are suffering from viruses, this type of virus particularly, that is very painful, I want to ask a couple of questions that I myself got into when I was heavily investigating about herpes. Is there a herpes vaccine? Do I get herpes type 2 from someone with herpes type 1? Can the herpes virus be passed on without sexual contact? Would my baby have herpes, the herpes virus, if I have the virus? And the last question, can I heal completely and eradicate the herpes virus? And my answer to that is yes and yes. If. It's only if, right? It's always if. If you want to. If you want to, if you're willing to do what it takes. In this video, I want to talk about the first question: is it a herpes vaccine? Well, it turns out that the herpes virus, it's a very fast changing virus, which is why it has been so difficult to pinpoint for a vaccine. There are ongoing studies for the vaccine to be out and working. There's a lot of money that is being spent on this as well, on this research, and still statistics say that it might be a while that we might have a vaccine like that. If you are into vaccines, you might not even be into vaccines. Right? So it's estimated that could go up to 10 years by the time it gets to the first trial, the second, the third, and then actually distributed fairly to all the countries in the world, right? We know how that goes sometimes. So, okay, up until then, what are we gonna do? What do you think is the best vaccine that we can have really to our fingertips and really accessible? Can you guess? Da da da! Okay, the best vaccine is our food. Yes, our food. Who was it that said, let thy food be your medicine? It's about taking our nutrition to the next level. Even if you say to yourself, oh, but I am already eating super well. Like I used to think that I was eating super well. And yes, you can be eating pretty good, more than the average person. And there's always something else. The environment is fast moving and changing with our climate, with our weather, also our bodies. And there's also a lot of contamination out there and all of those free radicals that come into our body. Even if you are getting the organic food or sustainably grown food, sometimes let me say this again, that organic food is still being grown on this mother earth. We are part of the same system and ecosystem, and we are breathing the same air, we share the same atmosphere. And anyways, yes, if you are eating organic, it's gonna be way better than not eating sustainably grown food at all. However, you can always be on your toes and keep yourself up to the best level for eating the best food. And if you are just getting into eating well and thinking I already eat so well, that's great. And sometimes we think that eating good food has to be blend food, tasteless food, that you're not gonna be able to eat the good stuff anymore, or that if the good food tastes like bad. Well, no, it's not true. Good food can and is fun. It's a lot of fun to cook it. It's like prepare it. Sometimes it doesn't even take that much because precisely is real food. That doesn't take too long to prepare. And then there you're eating it and you are just changing your environment from the inside out. I hope you got the point that food is fun and it's tasting and satisfying. It's not like you have to be hungry all the time either in order to eat well or eat good food. Also, our nutrition needs to be taken to the next level. Like I mentioned before, it's not only about our food. Is how many times have we felt anxiety or desperation or fear, or we're angry, or we're in a bad mood or whatnot. More often than not, all of that is part of our holistic nutrition. It's our emotions, our thoughts, our energy, our relationships, even our finances is part of our holistic nutrition. That's what I mean by holistic nutrition. It's taking it to the whole to serve this body, this physical vessel, that inside of it is a spirit, that everlasting spirit that connects through our body. I want to also tell you that there are many little steps that you can start taking towards your healing, specifically eradicating the herpes virus on your own with the help of professionals, right? And one of the things that I started doing, which is starting with the food, is this beautiful recipe that you will see in the article below. It's a beef liver pate. You will see the picture. I think it looks amazing. It tastes really amazing too. If you are not into beef liver and you go, that's okay, not a problem. There are plenty of there is plenty of food that for any taste, for any liking. It's not about taking you and cutting you off from the things that you absolutely love to completely transform your nutrition, and that's not how it works either. And if you're interested in knowing more of how this food could start healing you from the inside out, you can pop into the questions and answers session that I will host at the end of the week. And you can just ask your question. You can stay for the whole hour or just pop in and out, and I'll be there the whole hour. It's free. Invite someone that you think might benefit from this. It's really important to me that you know that when we are suffering from this virus, we might think that we are all alone, and maybe nowadays with social media and all, it's not that much so. But there's a point where you go, oh, if I only hadn't blah blah blah, or if I should not blah blah blah. So now we add the guilt and the shame, and we add the, oh, nobody must know about this. You know, like what are people gonna think about me? And maybe it has even what's the word for it, well, people think that it's only for who cares have this virus only. No, it's not like that. You are not so alone in your thoughts and in your emotions, especially not on your healing. You can recover. I tested negative as the principle. I have tested negative the past 2 years. I do the test every year, as well as the source are not on me anymore. I did develop afterwards a few years ago, not this year or the past year, was about 4 years ago. I developed was kind of a shingles, what we call shingles. Then you have this little open sores on your back and little bumps, red bumps. That was very painful too. However, not in my opinion, didn't compare to the herpes type 2, which, by the way, like I mentioned before, shingles and smallpox are a variation of the same herpes virus. And if talking about vaccines, even if you got vaccinated when you were younger for smallpox and measles, that works okay, but it can show up in your system many years ahead after in your adulthood as shingles, the so feared shingles, which, by the way, there's not a vaccine for shingles either. And so again, the best way we can protect ourselves is by using our very own self-vaccination, the way I described earlier. Okay, so if you want to know more, please come to the questions and answers. It'll be so fun to just be and talk and maybe respond some of your doubts. And lastly, I'm super excited to share with you. I wish you could smell this. It's a hair conditioner I made with natural ingredients. I love the consistency. I love the way that the hair feels and looks. I wish you could smell it. It smells like cinnamon. I made cinnamon. It's really good. Okay, I'm sending you a lot of love, lots of blessings. Please take care of yourselves. Mwah.